Alright guys, here we are in my Chapter 5 Team Deathmatch map, and this is the spawn point. This is where one of the teams will spawn. The other team will spawn all the way over here in this little, I guess you could call living quarters. Now, this is not going to be one of the usual videos I post. This is just going to be like a explanation to maps that I make and how to do it yourself. So first things, we're just going to look around. So as we can see, all these roofs have their own like a little appliance stuff on them, but over here it's all plain. So what we're going to start off on doing is I'm going to show you guys how to copy and select items. So if you're on PC, I'm not quite sure, but if you're on console, it's right trigger, and that's how you copy things. Left trigger will remove it and copy it. And if you pick something up and you go left on D-pad, it changes your grid snap. And that's how you can just make it easier, or however you need to, like, I don't know, place things you need to. But also, if you push right on D-pad, you can select a bunch of items, and then you can copy all of them at once. So it makes it really easy to build bigger buildings and stuff when you can copy everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab a few things, then I'm going to copy them. I'm going to bring them all the way over here, and then I'm going to set them up here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to select them, and I'm just going to place these around up here on the roof of this train station. And I'm just going to try to make it look not as good as I can, because if it looks too good, then I make it look bad. So I'm going to make it look as decent as I can. So, just going to take a bunch of this stuff, just throw it down, throw it around, you know, just make it look as realistic as I can. So then we're going to come up here, just grab some more random junk that I find, and we're just going to place it where we think it could / needs to be. And that's basically what we're going to do for this area. So I think after this, I'm going to show you guys how to rotate and enlarge your items. So, say you select an item and you want to move it around and stuff, but you're like, this could be bigger. You hold B or O, and then you can make it bigger or smaller with left bumper and right bumper. And then if you hold it again, then you can rotate it. Right on D-pad makes it rotate this way, or however you want to call this. Then this way does that. And there's like a whole bunch of stuff you can do with this. And that's really one of the main things you're going to be doing if you guys create your own maps. And later on in the video, don't leave, because we're going to check out some more of the maps that I've made. I have made maybe 5 completely finished maps, and I'm going to continue making maps until I get a creator code and hopefully publish these maps. That is one of my goals, is I want to be able to publish this map so you guys can play these, because I think they're really fun, and you guys should just go hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and help me get this creator code. So I'm going to give you guys a little tour. The theme of this game is Chapter 5, but also it's supposed to represent like a little back alleyway type of theme when it comes to the city and stuff. And your goal is to be your last team standing. So there's 2 teams, 4 people on each team, and basically just eliminate the whole other team, and the last team standing wins. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to show you the menu. So if you pull out your phone and you push up on D-pad, it brings you to this menu. And if you go here in prefabs, it shows you pre-built buildings that you can just place down. Like if I grab this and put it in my hotbar there, then I can fly all the way over here, and then you hold left trigger and you can select whatever you have in your hotbar. For me, it's A for this. And then boom, you can just place down entire buildings, which makes it a whole lot easier to build your maps. Like if you come over here, that is not a prefab. I built that. That is a prefab. This building's a prefab, and this one's a prefab. The rest of everything I built. This also I built, and then this. And as you guys can see, when I built one watchtower, I copied it, and then I moved it. And it makes it so much easier to build. So if we go back into our menu, we can get galleries, which breaks down every single type of prefab, so that way you can pick selected parts. And say I don't want to get this whole entire gallery to place down. If I push X on this, then I can open up the gallery and get selected parts from that gallery that I just want to place by itself, which makes it so you don't use as much storage or memory on your maps. Then there's devices, which you can do a whole lot of stuff with, which is really complicated, so I might have to save that for another video on how to use some of these. And then you can grab your weapons and whatever stuff in here you want to use. Then there's consumables, which are really useful when you need people to, like, heal or just have fun with a bunch of crazy stuff. Then you can put stuff in chests right here. And then right here, I'm actually not too sure what that is. Here's mode settings, where you can change everything. You can change how your structures work, as in, like, max players, different types of teams. Then, if you go down to round settings, you can change all the time limits, the objectives, how to win. If you go to player, you can change, like, health, shields. You can do if they can pick up or drop stuff. And then if you go here, there's like HUD selections, mini-map stuff, and it's a lot of stuff to go through. And over here, this is how I create my classes in my game. So basically, each game, you can select a class like Scout, Scientist, there's a tank, a heavy, a light unit, and that's how we play this game. And also, when you spawn, it gives you 30 seconds to customize whatever weapons you want. But if you want to change your weapons, there are hidden little workbenches all around the map, so you can change it whenever you want. There's also a scout where you can go snipe and stuff. There's also dirt bikes to drive. And that's basically it for this map. Now, I think I'm going to show like 2, maybe 3 more. But first, I think what I'm going to show you guys next is just a montage of me building and working on a few things on this map. So cue the time lapse. Okay guys, I think that's gonna be it for this map, but I also wanted to show you one more thing. So if you pick up an item and you push up on D-pad, it pushes it away, and if you push down on D-pad, it will bring it closer to you, so that way if you need to do it a little more precise and where you need to place something, then you can do that and it will make it a whole lot easier. So now guys, I think we're gonna move on to my next map. It's called Facility Wars. I'll see you there. Okay guys, we're here in the hub. See right there, there's my name, Moofrap, and this is my map right here, and right here, these are some of the maps I've made. We have Facility Wars, which is one of my favorites. We have Gold Mine Capture the Flag, which is another one of my favorites, and Cavern Gun Game, and Random Box Fights, and then a few others. But we're going to show my top 3 favorite maps that I've made. So moving on to Facility Wars. Okay guys, we're here in my map, and as you can see, we spawn in this little tiny jail cell And I think this is up to 8, maybe 16 players. We have all these cells here. And basically this is a free-for-all team deathmatch. Well, okay, never mind, scratch that, I'm sorry. Not team deathmatch. This is a free-for-all, kind of like the pit, where every time you get a kill, you get a certain amount of weapons. There's a whole entire shop here. There's me, Mr. Moofrep right here. These are some free weapons you get. And then if you look out here, there's just a huge jungle, a volcano, and then if you come over into the weapon shop, this is where you go to teleport. There's a little secret weapon right there. So when you go inside here, you will teleport to a bunch of random rifts in the sky. So it's randomized so you don't keep spawning in one spot. And this is the map. It's based off of like, I don't know, if you got like captured and they were doing tests, so they put you in this big arena to fight. And as you can see, there's the laboratory up here. There is a secret to get up here, but I'm not going to talk about it because I want you guys to find it if I get to post this map. And if you look up, there's a gorgeous mountain up here with beautiful waterfalls. Here, I'll show you what it looks like from down here. It's just beautiful waterfalls left and right. There's a crane that's lowering food down all over here. Some of it got destroyed. There's a cornfield, water towers, and on top of the barn, we have a zip line that goes that way, a zip line that goes up there. Then we have little camps all around, and then we got one zip line that goes there. We got spotlights, and this has got to be by far one of my most favorite maps that I've ever made. I don't know, there's something about this window that's right here, and I think this is my favorite part. You can't see it very well on the recording because the mutator zone, but if you go out here, it's just so beautiful, and there's so much to look at. By far one of the biggest maps I've ever made. So also, I forgot to mention something about the selection. So if you go over here and you select like a bunch of things like this and you hold left on D-pad, it will delete everything you have selected. So if you need to get rid of like, I don't know, a whole entire building, then you just select as much as you can. But you can only select 100 pieces and basically just delete all of it at once. Yeah, that's basically it for this map. I don't know what else to show. But this is definitely one of my most favorite maps and my most recent maps. These are all my most recent maps I've ever made. So, and also in some of the maps I have teasers to other maps that I'll be posting. And yeah, that was Facility Wars. I'll see you guys in Goldmine. Okay guys, we're back in the hub. Right there, my name, Facility Wars. As you can see, there's nobody else in here, so these are all my maps. You go here, Goldmine, capture the flag. Let's get this loaded up, and I'll see you there. Okay guys, here we are. We are in my map. I had to start the game for this one because there were so much mutator zones and stuff you couldn't really see it. So basically, this is a 4v4, capture the flag. This is one of like the buy areas. Every kill, you get a certain amount of money. You can buy weapons, and you can buy better versions of them. And as you guys can see, here I am once again. So I'm just going to give a quick rundown. Just a little target area just for more look. If you buy this, it will activate that turret. And here's the blue flag. And when you look in, there's this big black wall. And then, so that way you can't see through. So let me just give a little rundown to this place. So this is a part of the facility, and let me just tell you something real quick. Each one of my maps is connected to a storyline, and there are secrets in each one of the maps that tells you about the story and about what's going on. So if you guys play this map, if it even gets to support a creator code, then I can post it, and you guys find the stories if you want, and you can watch it. I mean, read it, not watch it. I'm stupid. And that way you can get to know what the story is. And as you can see right here is the red flag. Same thing with the turret. If I go in here, I will slowly die, so you can't spawn camp people. And as you can see, I have all the same stuff here. Not a single thing different other than the decorations and stuff. And yeah, that's Goldmine Capture the Flag. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like, subscribe, and I want you guys to tag me in any videos you guys have of maps that you've made. I'm really curious to see what you guys have done. And hopefully, maybe one day, even if I don't get a creator code, I can invite some of you guys and we can have some tournaments that goes on. So, I'll see you guys in a video next time. Remember, Jesus and God loves you.